This is Knuckle-up TV. I'm with the one and only Master Knowledge, Spencer Fearon. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. I got my bodyguard as well.
Your bodyguard's next,
Eddie PP. Yeah, I don't go nowhere without this guy. Seriously. See, I mean it. This guy, trust me.
Explain to me who this gentleman is.
Oh, sorry. Eddie PP. He's like lives in my area. Right. He's an architectural engineer. And he's very much so. No, he's just embarrassed. He's very much an entrepreneur. So therefore, I like to big up people who are doing really great stuff in our community. And he's an avid boxing fan, right? And one of the first persons to buy a present for my daughter when she was just born. So because of that, every time I say, you will never pay for a boxing ticket ever again. But he still buys them.
Fearon-Molina, Anthony Joshua, 10th of December.
Yeah.
What do you think? Tell me the truth.
I'm being real.
Hand on your heart.
My hand on my heart. I've said this before. Yes, but it's going to be entertaining. Regardless, whatever happens, it's going to be entertaining. Right? You're turning around, wait, if it's free, wait, I'm trying to say, what is the main objective inside boxing is to hit your opponent and not get hit. And hopefully, right, and the thing that enthralls people is that we knock them out. Right? Now, like I said, I know, and just by hearing the man talk, he's going to come to fight.
He's going to have a go.
Right, and that's what we want to see. We want to see a man come out to fight and try to come out and fight. That's what he's going to go and do. Should we complain about it? We're only going to complain because our barometer is that our mindset was that we was going to see Vladimir Klitschko against Anthony Joshua. We're not seeing Vladimir Klitschko against Anthony Joshua. Right, so people are disappointed. So we're extremely disappointed. Then who else is going to be? David Haye. Allegedly, David Haye's son done a deal with Box Nation. So that's going to be hard to make that fight. Who else is going to be? David Price. We're complaining about David Price, even though David Price is no. We're complaining about David Price, but like I said, I've said this on numerous occasions. I wish that it was David Price, so the goal for the money could stay in the UK, right? And then off of the back of it, economically, everybody else would gain from it. What a fight of that magnitude happening here, that's not happened. So let's give the guy credit, Molina credit. He's taken a challenge, right? And he's most probably taken a short money to say I'm getting the opportunity to go out 100% and give it my all. I don't expect him to win, right? I expect him. I don't even expect this fight to be really competitive to that. But what I do expect a spectacle, like a public lynching kind of thing. That's what I'm expecting. But if he comes in with a game plan, and for all you know, and which I hope that I'm wrong, that Anthony Joshua could actually take this guy lightly and look bad or get shown up. Do you understand? This is heavyweight boxing, and not only that, the guy can punch. The 2012 fight that Fearon-Molina had with Chris Arreola, where he gets knocked out in one round, right? He give it to Arreola in the process. You just heard the man. I didn't have any amateur experience. I'm learning on the job. So each time that the man fights, he gets better and better and better. So now he's reaching a pinnacle now where you're fighting, we would say maybe the third best heavyweight in the world, right? It's a tall ask for him, right? But he went 9 rounds with Deontay Wilder. Now our barometer is
went down 3 times.
Yeah, okay, went down 3 times. Did he not wobble Deontay Wilder?
3rd round.
He wobbled him, right? Okay then. Right, he properly wobbled him. And with the right hand, right?
And Bruno Tyson wobble.
It was worse than the Bruno Tyson wobble. The Bruno Tyson wobble, which was 1989, February 25th in Vegas. Don't muck around, come on, right? Right? You know who you're talking to, right? Right. And the Bruno wobble was momentary from a left hook, right? The wobble that he gave to Deontay Wilder. It was a right hand, and Deontay Wilder did a kind of, because he's tall anyway, gangly, kind of like who's like Frank Bruno, body popping, right? So it was kind of like that. So he's gonna give a competitive fight to the fact that he's gonna come to fight. He's gonna come to give it. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Anthony Joshua's meant to steamroll these guys because Anthony Joshua is a Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of guy. So yeah.
He's been ridiculed on my Instagram.
Who?
I put the video up about saying pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view fight.
Listen to me. Listen to what I'm trying to say to you. When people are complaining that it's pay-per-view, right?
A lot of them.
Right. Do you know that Joe Lewis used to mentor Sugar Ray Robinson, and they both were in the army together. And at the time when Coca-Cola first came out, it was like a novelty type Coca-Cola. So in about 1943, those two had a fight over Coca-Cola because it was a novelty to drink Coca-Cola like that. Now, How many people do you see drinking Coca-Cola? We don't mind. We don't care about it no more, do we? Right? This is exactly the same thing with the format of pay-per-view. We complain at first because we're saying, well, we're disrupting and it's not worth it, and it's not this, it's not that, right? We can say that. In years to come, it's going to be the way of life. Everything's going to be pay-per-view. Everything, or anything of a spectacle. And when Anthony Joshua fights, it's an event. Let's not get twisted, like when Anthony Joshua fights, it's an event, and leave it at that. It's an event, and listen, Dylan White, Derek Chisora, that's going to be right. Of course, it's going to be fight tonight, and it could go two ways. It could either be like Mike Tyson versus Bone Crusher Smith. What was that in '87, where it was a kind of boring fight and it was a clinch fest, right? Or it could be George Foreman versus Ron Lau. What was that 76, where they had that magnanimous battle, that war. So it could be either one of the two, right? But it's got the ingredients, and they had animosity yesterday, and as we saw, it's well publicized that they had to be parted yesterday because the heavy words were exchanged and they wanted to come to blows. But thank God we got very, very good security that stops that nonsense at Sky Sports, the best place for boxing right now. So no, I'm looking at the if you look at the card, Kalya fight is fighting Conception. Conception is no mum. That is a very good fight. Then we got we even got Luis Ortiz on there. Right, it's going to be a good fight. You know, we got if you're not careful, me and you could be on the bill, right? So it's a good fight. We got so many good fights on there. We got to be cool with that. It's a good the whole package together. It's a good package. Katie Taylor, come on, man. Don't disrespect Katie Taylor. That girl most probably could turn over some professional male fighters right now. Definitely beat out Kugan Cassius from IFL. Definitely. Why not give my thoughts on Donald Trump? You're a funny guy, Kugan. I'll do that for IFL.
I want to know what Kovalev and Andrew, what's the outcome?
Oh man, I done the tactical breakdown with Ed Robertson. I broke it down. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be on demand, and they're gonna use it. It's gonna be on demand, and we break down the fight. And I can tell you this now. I'm telling you. Why do you love the fight?
I love both of them. Follow both of them from day one. When Kovalev knocked Nathan Cleverly out back in the day. Andre Wall when he was coming up through the ranks. That's an amazing fight. For me, that's the fight of the last few years.
I don't think it is.
You don't think
I think
so?
this fight's actually a mismatch.
Oh, don't say that.
I said it. I'm not telling you about it. It's a mismatch. The fight's a mismatch. Because Andre will totally outpoint and dominate Kovalev. Totally. I see, because I've studied the guy for about 2-3 weeks. Now sometimes, and this is no patriotism on either of these things. It's like, I watch the things that Andre Ward does. Andre Ward does things that are genius. Kovalev hasn't shown me that he does anything that's genius. Kovalev he's more than a puncher though. Don't get twisted and think like, oh, he's just no. He's more than a puncher. But I'm not going to be overly gassed by it. He's relentless. He's got persistence, but he has no proper right hand. He hasn't got a straight right hand. To fight somebody like Andre Ward, you need a straight right hand. And you also need to be throwing a double jab to Andre Ward's chest because he's very elusive. But he's not a Pernell Whitaker elusive. Do you understand? Andre Ward will stand in front of you, and his elusiveness is that he'll make sure that you think that you hit his head, and you're going to hit his arm, and off of the arm, then he'll throw a shot. Andre Ward is a very, very clever fighter, and I would say that over the last 25 years, one of the most smartest fighters that has been around. The guy's an old school. He's a throwback fighter to the 50s. Trust me, he's gonna be. I guarantee you, with this fight, he may stop Kovalev by round 11. And I'm saying, I'm not taking it back. I've said it. I'm going for him by stoppage. Kovalev is very, very good though, and he proves us that he is very good by how he beat Bernard Hopkins, who I thought Bernard Hopkins was. I don't care that Bernard Hopkins is old. Bernard Hopkins is still a genius, right? But I can't see that happening. I'm a hardcore advocate fan of Andre Ward, and I just see Andre Ward just being too clever, ruffling him up, and Andre Ward is stronger than given credit for, and we will see that come fighting.
Lovely seeing you.
Listen, man, keep on doing your thing.
Fearon, the knowledge.
Listen, keep on doing your thing with Knuckle-up TV. But let me tell you this, right? Because everyone starts somewhere. When I first got into the game, my aspiration was going to be world champion. It didn't work, right? I'm championing life. And everywhere I go, and I give people purpose and reason to talk this game. That means a lot. And I will constantly keep on going on about boxing history. And I want people to know I don't jump onto Wikipedia to check out records or something. This is inherent in me because I study. right? And not only that, but I've been blessed to retain.
Because I saw a book on, not boxing, but a book on Smiley culture.
Yes, right. So I'm proper. Yeah, that's by Asher Center. Yeah, people don't get this. That, you know what I mean? I get this thing. You know what I mean? But there's levels. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm so grateful for the platform that I've got at Sky TV. I'm so grateful for the platform that iFilm gave me. Right. I'm grateful for Knuckle-up team. I'm grateful everywhere I go now in boxing that people want to talk the game with me, right? I'm not going to listen. People are not going to be able to kill history because I'm going to constantly be a reminder of it.
One question I want to ask you. It's nothing to do with boxing. I want to know when you stand in for Parliament. We need someone like you, at number 10.
Nah, let me tell you this on the reels. Gary Logan. Gary Logan, who's a very good pro trainer, a good friend of mine. We actually box each other as pros. And Gary said to me, Spence, you should go in to become a local MP. And I'm saying, brother, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I enjoy being an activist, and I'm an activist for life. Do you understand? And I know what people need to realize is that we are all the same. And I'm going to break this round like, right? I am you, and you are me. You know what I mean?
We're both creations of each other.
I am you. Army. Know that part there, right? So when we're together, when we're joint, there's no division in black, white, green, pink, blue. We are all the same because the earth creates a frequency of 7.83, and if we look into the human anatomy, our frequency is 7.83. So when the pastor says ashes to ashes, dust to dust, he's saying that you are actually this earth. No one ain't fooling me. There's no division. We are all one people. Peace, two fingers, I'm gone.
Lovely seeing you, Spencer Fearon. God bless you.